Whoa, did you see that catch? Jeez. Well, hello YouTube, it's E-Revo here. So, I'm going to be putting on my new slipper clutch and my new spur gear. So, we need to get this motor out of the way, and to do that, you just take this screw off right here. Crack that screw loose. I already loosened it, obviously. Set that aside, don't lose it. Pull your cables out. Just grab a hold of them, pull it out, slide the motor back, off. There you go. Alright, I already took the slipper clutch apart. It's pretty simple. It's just one nut. You pull the nut off, you pull the spring off, and you pull the whole assembly off, and that's what you're left with. So there we go. Okay. New parts. So we got the new slipper pressure plate, got the new disc, the shoes, new spring, new nuts, new washers, all the good stuff. Alright, let me just pop this out here. I have a cold too, by the way. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I feel like shit, but I want to fix my car because I want to drive it this weekend. Alright. And I see my subscribers are getting high too. I really appreciate that, guys. Thank you very much. A lot of the support I've been getting lately. I really appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. Alright. Get my parts out here. Pretty cool. They give you a new pin. This is actually the original slipper clutch on this car. I actually haven't changed it. I've owned this car for almost 3 years now, and I haven't changed it. I flipped the plate a couple times in the pads, but never actually changed it. And this last time, it just totally detonated it. So, figured it was time for a change. So, here we are. All right. So you take your slipper clutch. This bearing is actually the same bearing as the two-wheel drive slash, and I believe 4x4 slash 2 bearings. They're wheel bearings. They use this bearing for a lot. So I got a new bearing because the last bearing was smoked. So that's my new bearing. Oh, there we go. Come on. There we go. Alright. Put your spring on. Put your nut on. Snug it down. There's a little hole up here for the shaft, and if you actually put an Allen wrench in there, it'll hold it still for you. Get your E-Revo special tool. Snug that down. The pads don't fall out. Everything gets good. There we go. Alright. So you got to tighten this all the way down until it stops. Don't reef it down. Just snug it down. You over tighten it, you could mess up your threads and could lead to all kinds of problems, and we don't want that now, do we? So what happened last time was the slipper clutch was too tight. I was really excited to get out and drive my car. Let me just finish this up here. I'm getting close. Really excited to drive my car, and I totally forgot to check the slipper clutch. There we go. See? Just a little bit. Don't go crazy. Totally forgot to adjust my slipper clutch, and it was just too tight. I was ripping around. It went through a puddle, and I'm pretty sure water got behind the plate and the pads, and it actually just started spinning like crazy, and it did that a few times. And what happened was the plate and the pads were spinning so much, and there's so much power coming from this system that it actually just melted it right off. I mean, it's just plastic, so it just melted it right off. Slipper clutch is tightened down as far as it'll go without messing up the gear, messing up your threads here. So now we can count. You imagine it's a clock, pretty much. So we put the clock at 12 o'clock. We go down to 9 o'clock, okay? That is, it's not even half of a turn. So we go back to 12 o'clock, down to 9 o'clock. That's a half a turn, okay? A lot of people say, oh, just go a half a turn, you'll be fine. No, sorry, I don't like that. I actually like my slipper really loose, so I'm going to go actually a turn and a half. So that was a half a turn. that's a whole turn. Okay? I actually want to go another half, so there we go. And that should be good. You know, when you get it back together and you start running it, you test it out. If you don't like it, you pop the cover off, adjust it accordingly, however you like it, and all that stuff. You know, I run really big wheels and tires on this thing, so I don't want my slipper clutch tight because it will just wreak havoc on the drivetrain, and I really don't want that because I enjoy driving the car, and I've broke it so much that I really do not want to have this car down. So let's put the motor back on. Okay. Put your screw back in. There's actually a bunch of different ways you can actually set the gear mesh on this. Let me just plug my motor in. There we go. 2, 3. Okay. I actually just do it by feel. I mean, you could do the paper trick, put it in there, close it down, tighten it, pull it out, and it works pretty good that way. I just like to do it by feel though, so I'll actually pull it out and check my lash and all that good stuff. There we go. So like I said, I like to do it by feel. So it takes a couple times, but I prefer this way. Yeah, well. Make sure that's snug. I mean, don't go crazy, but I'm actually okay with that. I can't believe I got it in the first shot. Cool. Well, there you have it. New slipper clutch, new spur gear. Set the gear mesh. Pretty good. Put the cover back on. Throw your screw in. Take it out. Test it. If you don't like it, tighten it up. If you think it's too tight, loosen it up. Whatever you like. So, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. And again, all my subscribers, thank you, guys. I really appreciate the support. I really do. So, thank you. So, Ricky Revo, out.